Right. So welcome all of you for this Microsoft Excel Basic to Advanced, a complete free session for students and freshers. Assuming that all of you are students and also freshers who are looking for a job, and suppose if you guys are professionals who have already joined, no worries, you can also attend this because this is something from scratch what we'll be teaching. So I'm not sure how this will be useful, but still, if you guys think that you want to attend this session, completely fine. There is no restrictions. Okay, fine. So after completing this entire session, so after that session, if you guys feel that this has to be shared with more other people also, so you can ask them to attend from tomorrow as well. Okay, so people who are not able to listen, please check your mic or speakers or something, because most of them are able to listen. Okay, so if you guys are not able to listen, please check your speakers, because I'll not be able to support you in this case technically. So please handle yourself in your system. Okay, please, I'm very sorry about it, but still this recording will be available after the session also, you can watch. Okay, fine. So first thing is, let's understand about what ITAS is, who are we, and then we'll start the session. And I'll not take much time on introduction, because I want you guys to learn more on practicals, more on the subject, rather than getting to know about us. But still, it's good to know about the institute and the trainer who is actually training you. Okay, so our institute is called as ITAS, and the full form is iTech Analytic Solutions. We are actually into reporting and analytics. Okay, that's my camera. Okay. iTech Analytics Solutions, we are completely into analytics and reportings, where we do corporate trainings, online trainings, classroom trainings, and we also do a lot of trainings for colleges. And we also take projects, that is, we develop the analytical tools and reporting tools as well. Right? Okay, so ITAS was actually started in 2012. It's about more than 10 years what we have served in the training industry, analytics and reportings. And we're actually the one of the starters of this analytic and reporting institutes. When we started at 2012, we were actually sixth or seventh institute in Bangalore, and now you can see thousands of institutes where you can see individual trainers as well as the institute. So we actually had started this way long back, wherein we started this to give awareness for the students, freshers, professionals about how important it is analytics and reportings. Okay, wherein now you can see lot many institutes who are actually teaching this analytics and reportings, but when we started, it was completely new for the industry. Okay, right. Next, so what all things we actually do here, and what all the principles what we maintain here is, we actually teach any subject which is related to analytics and reportings in a very simple way. And we have a lot of principles where we help students, professionals, freshers, for understanding the knowledge and getting the knowledge completely on a subject. Okay, and we also have the policy of attending multiple batches, so that the students can easily understand the subject. If they're not able to understand in one batch, they can attend multiple batches, which will help them in getting more knowledge on the courses what they have enrolled or they have purchased in our app. Okay, all right. So these are the courses what actually we teach. We teach Excel, macros, dashboard designing, automations. Then coming to database, we teach Access Server, MySQL, then MIS reporting, data science, data visualization, Python, R, SAS. Okay, there are so many different tools what we actually teach here, which is completely related to analytics and reportings. Right? Okay. About myself, my name is Adi Puttaswamy. I'm the founder of this ITAS, and I have wide experience with these companies. I've worked with Society General, and then Pharmark Analytics, Mu Sigma, IMS Healthcare, now which is called as IQVIA. Okay, so my specialization is on interactive and dynamic dashboards, tools developments, automations, process optimizations, and the skills what I actually have worked in my previous organization, and what I'm actually teaching is these are the subjects what I'll be taking in my institute. Okay, and also I'm a consultant for various companies wherein I give them lot of consultations, say any kind of analytics and reporting consultation is what we'll be giving. And people, whoever has got the questions, please make a note of it. Okay, please make a note of it. I have a questionnaire session in the end, almost 30 minutes I'll give, so that we can discuss completely. I'll also ask you, I'll also unmute all of you and you can speak to me one by one. Okay, so I don't want the class to be disturbed, because the entire session will be recorded and this will be submitted to you. Okay, so please, if you have any questions, I do understand that you'll have lot many questions. Anyways, today it will be completely introduction of the MS Excel. So please keep all your questions ready. I'll answer all of your questions in the end. Okay, fine. So I have 15 plus years of experience in this analytics and reportings field. Okay, right. Now coming to the topics. Guys, one more time, I'll be asking you, sorry for asking you again and again. There are some people who are not able to hear. Are you people able to hear? Sorry for disturbing you again, because there are some people. Okay. So people, please, there are many people who are able to hear. So please, who are not able to hear, check your speakers, because I cannot support you technically, because there are more people attending the session. Okay. I'm very sorry about it. Please try to understand and check your speakers. Okay, please. Right. So before we start our session, let me just explain about what actually you'll be learning in the entire session. Okay, fine. So, okay. Right. So before we start our sessions, so let me just tell you what all the topics we'll be learning in this entire session. Okay. So first thing is we'll be learning about the introduction. Then I'll be talking about some principles of spreadsheets. Then we learn about the screen layout. Then we learn about auto list, custom list, and various different pasting options. Then again, we'll be learning about the formulas, that is right from the basic of how to start working on the formulas, which we call it as references. And then I'll teach you the complete formulas, what will be used in the industry. Okay. Then next we'll be learning about name ranges, which is static and dynamic. I might be a little fast, so don't worry. There are a few videos which I'll be sharing it with you, which will help you in understanding right from basics. Okay. Right. Then I'll also teach you about the sorting, filtering, then about formattings. Then we'll learn about the data tools, which is validations, outline, grouping, text to columns, remove duplicates, flash fill, and data consolidation. So this PPT will be shared with you in the same link, which you can go through it with all the topics. Then we'll also learn about how to link with various different sheets. Then we'll also learn about charts and graphs, then about the new concept of spark lines, then with tables, that is pivot table, a simple table, charts, and how actually you can work on various different relationships. Okay, fine. After that, some various simple things, that is how to protect, that is security of the Excel templates what you have created. Right. Then after that, we'll also be giving you the free guidance of Excel certification, that is the free guidance for MS Excel certification. Suppose if any of you want to appear for the exam, it is very simple actually. We can help you in completing your MS Excel, that is Microsoft Certified Professional Certification as well. That is, we'll learn in the end. So Miss Vidya will actually help you in understanding this. That is on the fifth day, that is fifth session, will be explaining you. So you can also become the Microsoft Certified Professional while you're learning only. So this session was actually started, we planned this for students and the freshers who are actually thinking of their career in analytics and reporting. So this certification actually helps most of you, because Nowadays, when you go for interview, especially for freshers and students who are actually completing their colleges, these certifications are very, very important. And professionals who are attending, if you guys think that you want to take the exams, please let us know. We'll guide, because ITAS is actually now Microsoft Testing Center. That is, we are Certiport now. Okay, so we are authorized for conducting Microsoft exams. Okay, so this MO200 is Microsoft Excel certification. If you guys want to take that exam, let us know, we'll guide you. And this is the timings what we have. That is from 11th July to 15th July is what we have the schedules. So every day 7 to 9 p.m. from, that is from today till this Friday, we'll have the session. It will be completely online. And if you guys think that you want to share this to any of your friends who want to attend, you can share this link. Also, I'll be giving you the link in the chat box as well. You can share it. And again, I'm telling you, this is completely free. No marketing, no commercials involved in this. So please utilize this option, utilize this opportunity for learning complete in depth of Excel. Okay, right. And everyone who are attending this session, in the end, after completing this 5 days, you'll be getting certificate of participation from ITAS, not from Microsoft. Please don't get confused. So this will be certificate of participation from ITAS, which will also help you. And many of them who have attended our webinars previously, most of them are actually professionals I'm talking about. They have got the job as well attending our webinars as well, because we don't just give overview, we'll give in-depth knowledge of the content. Right? Okay. So these are the social media links. This I'll talk about this in the end, because you can follow us for more free content, free trainings, and also free tools for understanding and also getting more knowledge on the analytic and reporting subjects. Okay, so this I'll speak to you in the end. Right. And again, people, I'm very sorry, people who are not able to hear. I'll just message also, people who are not able to hear, please just check your support. Okay, right. I'm very sorry about it. Right. So this is just a brief introduction. Now what we'll do is we'll directly go to the Excel introduction. Okay, fine. I'll not waste much time in making you guys with all this boring PPT templates. Okay, fine. Now let's come to the topic. From now on, there is no other topics except MS Excel basic to advanced. Okay, right. So first of all, suppose if you guys think that any of you, okay, if you want to open Excel, I'll tell you a few tips also. Open a notepad also. Okay, how to open the Excel. Okay, say most of you are, I think, the students who have not worked on Excel at all. If you want to, okay, how to install the software, that I'll tell you later, Sufyan. Let's click on the start button. Here, if you just scroll down, you'll have the Microsoft Office where we get this Excel. Okay, so see, I'm finding it little difficult to search. Here I have this Excel. Usually, we don't go here and search. So what we actually do is, the easiest way is press Control plus R. Okay, when I say, sorry, Windows plus R, not Control plus R, I'm saying Windows plus R. The Windows key you'll have in your keyboard. Just say Windows plus R, then I'll get this run command. You just type Excel. That's all. Just type Excel and say OK. Your Excel will get opened. See, it is such simple. So this is one thing what I always tell people. Say Windows R, then type Excel. Okay. So once you do this, what happens is when you type Excel, the Excel application will get opened. Right. Now, before going and learning about the new version of this Excel, let's also understand about the background of Excel. Okay, so what is that? So how actually Excel started, from which version? So there are various versions which got started, but I'll start with 2003 because before that there were some versions which is even I have not seen that completely. So I have started with the 2003, and MS Excel actually started complete exclusive from 2003 version. So what I'm actually mentioning here is 2003 version. Let's say Microsoft Excel versions 2003. Then after that we got 2007, then 2010, then 2013, then 2016, and then 2019. So we have 2021, but it is fully not released. So let's stop here with 2019. But what you see, all these versions, okay, I'm talking about the versions. This is not the year, this is the version. 2003, 7, 10, 13, 16, and 19. These are all different versions. These are called as standalone versions. In 2013, we also got one more version which is called as MS Excel 365. Okay, so now what is this 365 and what are these versions? This is the complete confusion in many people. I'll tell you, and I'll also explain about what is 365 and what we have with this standalone versions. Say many of them still get confused why we should purchase 365 and what is this standalone version. So standalone versions, for example, if I have this 2010 version and if there are any new updates to be installed, then I have to go for 2013 version. Until it get released, we have to wait. 365 is called as subscription version. Subscription means we are actually subscribing, like what we have this mobile and I install one app. When I install an app, it is like it gets updated as and when they update. So you will get one notification saying that this application has to be updated. So we just go, we update. So similarly, this MS Excel 365, or this is actually a package of MS Office actually. Say MS Office we have. In that MS Excel is one application. Okay, in that we have this MS Excel 365, and this is like continuous. So every year we have to subscribe, means we have to pay some amount to Microsoft, which will actually continue. So you don't have to again and again keep installing. But this standalone versions, you have to keep installing every new version you purchase. So this 365 now has become very much easier. Once you purchase, you don't have to again and again install. You just have to subscribe it. So you'll be keep getting renewed. Any updates will be updated automatically. Okay. So this MS Office is the package. In this, we have MS Word and MS PowerPoint. Then we have MS Access. Then we have MS Outlook. Many things will go on. In that, we have this MS Excel as well. So these are all different applications what we have in this package. In this, what we'll be learning, the entire session is Microsoft Excel. So what version we are learning, which version we'll be learning, which version I'll be teaching you is this MS Excel 365. Okay. Now you'll be thinking, why 365? Let me just open this. See, we have the screen. So there are a lot many things to learn in this. Many professionals also will actually feel that there is nothing here and they'll go to this blank workbook and they'll start working. Don't do that. Let me just explain you a few things here so that it will help the people who are just starting. Also people who have already worked, they'll get a lot many information here. Okay. Let me just explain. See, the screen what you're actually seeing, this is MS Excel 365. So what I have here is 365. Let me just again open and show you. Windows R, Excel, enter. You can see Microsoft Excel 365. Okay. Now you can see this is the screen. This screen is called as welcome screen. You can see that it says good evening. If you open in the morning, it says good morning. Okay. So likewise, this will get changed. So this is just like a wish what it will actually give. This is the MS Excel 365 screen. The same screen you have in 16 and 19 version as well, but not same with 2013 and below version. If you're using 2013 and below version, you will get a different screen, not this screen. This is the latest screen what you'll have. This is the latest welcome screen. Okay, fine. So here I have this home button, and then you have this new, which will take you to the new workbook, and then open, where you can open the existing workbook. And then here we have the recent opened files. Okay, so what is that? When I say recent opened files, if I open a file, that will get piled up here like this. And you can see, I can share this. I'll tell you what is this sharing when you come to this shared. And here we have this pin. What is this pin? So this pin is nothing but you have one to-do list or something wherein you will be pinning one paper on your notice board or something. Similarly, we can pin this. So what will happen when I pin this? When I pin it here, you can see that I have this pinned. Okay. There are some files which I'll be working very frequently. That is, every time I open the workbook or when I open the Excel, I'll be keep using that particular file. So you can pin it so that what happens is that will get listed down here like this. So you don't have to worry about the files getting moved. Now, if I open one more file, what happens is the file will come and sit here. This file will go down. Then again, one more file, that will be keep on going and it will vanish after certain files. So after this, this will get vanished. So instead, what we can do, we can pin and we can keep. This can be used as and when I open the workbook, that will be available here. Shared with me. I was talking about shared. You can see here, I have this share. Okay. When I say share, this share, okay, this will actually help us in sharing the work. This is the speciality of what I was talking about, this MS Excel 365. This completely works on cloud. So what is this cloud? Cloud is nothing but a space which will have somewhere in the Microsoft Office or somewhere. Okay, so we'll not know where it is, but this 365. Okay, so whatever files I'll be sharing, so that will be available in the cloud. So what happens when I say share? Many people can work simultaneously. If you have an example, so if you have already worked on Google Drive, okay, so we have this Google Sheets. So the same concept can be applied here also. What Google Sheet will do, it will allow people to work online simultaneously. Similarly, if I share this, multiple people can actually work at the same time. Okay, that is the speciality of 365. You can see that shared with me. If at all you are sharing the file with someone, or if others are sharing the file with you, you can see the list of shared files here who have shared with you, so that you can work on that. For that, you should have permission. There are two ways what you'll get the permission. One is read write, other one is read only. If it is read write, you can write on the file and you can say read only, you can only view the file. Okay, fine. Next is about the account. When I click on this account, you can see I'll get some information. So what is this information? If at all you are purchasing the license, the Microsoft product, if you are purchasing, you will get one account. That means you are authorized for using the products. So what are those? Say I'm using this Microsoft product, which is Microsoft 365, which is subscription product. That means I have to subscribe for this product every year. Okay, now I can see the username, whoever has purchased it, and I'll get one login name here and all some details here. And you can see that if I have any updates, I can go here, I can update it like this. All right. Okay. You can also go here and check what are the new options available. If you click on this, all the new options which are recently updated will be listed down. If you think you want to give some feedback, you can give here. This is nothing to do. If you want, you can give. Otherwise, you can just ignore it. But the main part is this Excel options. Here I have something called as Excel options. Keep this in mind. I'll be teaching you this as and when you keep learning the chapters. Okay. This is nothing but something like you have a mobile. In that we have the settings. If you go to that settings, there are so many settings what you'll do. Similarly, for this Excel, we have this Excel options where I can do lot many changes, lot many settings for the Excel. And this Excel options play a very important role in changing your settings in Excel application. So I'll be keep talking about this. as and when you keep learning the chapters one by one. Okay, fine. Let me just say cancel. Go to this. Fine. All right. So we learned about so many things here, and then now coming to these things. These are called as templates, predefined templates. You can see there are more templates here. If you think you want to have more templates, this will get connected to online. You can download. What are templates? Templates are nothing but predefined, formatted Excel sheet wherein I can just put the data and I can start working on it. Okay, but we are not here to use the ready-made templates. We are here to learn how to create these kind of templates from scratch. So this is what we'll be learning. We have something called as blank workbook. Okay, right. So before entering this, let me again go back to our notepad. Here we have this word, we call it as document, and for PowerPoint we call it as presentation, and for access we call it as database, then Outlook we call it as mail item, then for Excel we call it as, keep this in mind, all this commonly we call it as file. We say Word file, PowerPoint file, access file, Excel file. That is common, but there are some technical words what you have to use, especially these freshers and students understand. We call it as, for Word we call it as document, for PPT we call it as presentation, for database, the MS Access we call it as database. Similarly, for Excel we call it as workbook, and this is workbook, right? So if I click on this, what happens? It will take me to one screen here like this. This is Excel. You might ask, is this same with all the different versions? Yes, it is same with different version as well. From 2007 and till the latest version, it is similar like what you see on screen. Okay, right. I'll explain about the layout, understand the layout, and also I'll tell you a few tips which will help you in becoming master in Excel. So there are some simple tips and tricks what you have to just maintain, you have to follow. I'll tell you, you don't require more of referring so many things and think that it'll take 1 year, 2 year, 3 year for becoming a master. I'll tell you some very simple things. Even the students can become experts. Okay, what is that? Let me just understand about the layout first. Okay, right. So here, so MS, let's say layout. So what is this layout? This entire thing is layout. Let me break this into different parts. Okay, first thing is the entire layout. We just try to divide this. First, what we have is ribbon. What is this ribbon? Let me explain. What you see here, this part, okay, from here till here, this is called as ribbon. Let me take this pen and I'll show you. So this one, what you see, this part from here till this one, this is called as ribbon. Okay, fine. This ribbon will have something called as tabs. These are tabs. What you see, tabs. Let me just go here. So ribbon will have tabs. What are tabs? Tabs are nothing but they are different sections like this. If I say tab, the task what we actually perform on this Excel sheet, they are classified. What is that? Say for example, I want to insert something. I'll go to this insert. There are so many things what I can insert. It can be object, it can be pivot table. You'll be learning in depth of it as and when you go in different chapters. But now just understand. See, when I say insert, I can insert charts, I can insert objects. There are many things what I can insert on this screen. Suppose if you want to work on formulas, you can go here to formulas. Anything related to formulas will be available here. I want to take printouts. I want to make the layouts. If I go here to this page layout, see, I have anything related to page layout will be available here. That means The tabs, what you see here, this one, they're classified into the task what we actually perform. Anything, okay? Say anything related to data. I can go here. There are a lot many things which I can work on the data, which will be available. So what I'm trying to tell you is, see, this ribbon will have different tabs, and the tabs are actually classified depending on the task what we actually perform. That is tabs. Next, the tabs will be divided into groups. What is this group? Let me just show you. Let's go to this home tab. Okay, here we'll have all the common things where I can make the text bold or alignment and things like that, change the formats. So many things will be there. Or coming to this insert, I was talking about chart or shapes or something. If everything is in one place, it will become confusing for us. There are so many options in one place. Instead, in Excel, what they have done is they have categorized. You can see that there is one line here. These are called as separators. And in every separators, you can see tables, illustrations, charts, spark lines, filters. These are called as groups. Go to this home tab. Anything I want to work on font, you can see font. If you want to align something, I have this alignment, number, styles. They are classified. The tab will have different classification, and this is called as group. This is one group, this is one group, this is one group, which makes us easy to understand what actually we can do, what task we can do, how they're actually classified. Okay, fine. So this is groups. Next is in each groups, we'll have commands. What are commands? Now, say for example, if I go here, you can see there is one icon B. This is called as command button. What this will do, when I click on this, say for example, I'll say select here. If I click on this, this becomes bold. I want to change the color, I'll click on this. I want to align, I can click on this. These are called as command buttons. Command buttons are actually used to perform the task. So whatever task I need to perform, I can go here, click on this button. So that particular task will be performed, executed. So that is called as command. So there is a ribbon. Ribbon will have different tabs, and tabs will have different groups, and each group will contain the commands. And these commands are actually used to perform the action on screen. So this is about the first part, what you see here. In this groups, you can see there is one small icon. Many of them actually ignore this. I'll tell you what it is. There is one small icon in most of the groups. Go here, insert, you can see there is one button here. If you go here, you can see there are some buttons here. So this button, what you see, this will actually launch one other window. Say, let me just click on this. See, a separate window will be launched. Say, for example, now if you see here, I have very less commands, bold, italic, or something. Now, when I click on this, there is a window which gets launched. It says format cells, that is font. Let me click on this. See alignment. You can see here it will go to alignment where I'll have more options other than what we have here. If I click on the see number, anything on number formatting, we can see here like this. Okay. So here, so I have this scale to fit page setup. You click on this, see page setup will go. So anything, if you think that I want to use more options, you can click on the small button and click on this, I'll get this dialog box launcher. Okay, this is a dialog box actually. It will launch the window. So this is called as dialog box launcher. Okay, dialog box is this one. It launches the dialog box. So which we call it as dialog box launcher. Right. So this is about the ribbon, the first part. Let's come to the second part. Let me just put something like this. Let's come to second part. Second part is this one. That is formula bar. Say this is formula bar. It's the pen. This part. This is called as formula bar. This one. Right. So this formula bar, let me type here. We'll have two bars. One is address bar. Second one is formula bar. Okay. Let's understand what is this address bar and formula bar. The entire thing is called as formula bar. In this, I have this address bar, and here I have this formula bar. Let's go to this address bar. What is address bar? Okay. I have the Excel sheet here. I'll click on one cell. This is called a cell. Every cell will have something called as address. What is address? Address is nothing but to recognize this cell. I'll have one code. Say it says I3. How it is I3? If I click here, you can see this I is getting highlighted and here 3 is getting highlighted. That means this cell address is I3. You cannot have another I3 here. So only one I3 can be there. Click on any of these cells. You can see the address here. Click anywhere. See. So to recognize which cell I have selected, to know the address of that particular cell, we have this address bar. So this address bar will help us in recognizing which cell we have selected. So that's why this is called as address bar. All right. Next one is the formula bar. Formula bar is actually used to write formulas. But there is a wrong assumption from many people thinking that this bar is actually used only for writing the formulas. Say, for example, let's take one cell, say 10. Here I'll say, I'll write a formula here. Don't worry, we'll learn in depth of these formulas tomorrow. Tomorrow, the entire session will be only on formulas. Equals this multiplied by this. I'm writing one simple formula. I can see that I'm getting this formula here, enter. I'll get the result here. Many people actually think this bar is used only for writing the formulas. It's not like that. Formula bar is also used for typing the text, editing the text as well. See here. See. This session is all about and freshers. Okay. Now you see, I was just typing. You can see that the formula bar will have the content here, same content what I have. Similarly, I'll go here and I can directly type here also. So, see, I typed here, that will get typed here as well. Double click to edit. I'll just try to delete. See, it will get deleted here also. Go here and delete here. It will get deleted here also. So what I'm trying to tell you here is formula bar is not just only for writing the formulas. You can also edit or type the text. Sometimes what will happen, let me just go here. I'll just make a copy of it. I'll just type the same thing. Okay. So assume that I have text something like this. It's a very huge paragraph like this. I want to edit. One is I can double click here and then start editing here. Otherwise, if you think that you want to go here and edit in the formula bar, you cannot see the entire text in that particular cell. Don't worry. What you can do is you can resize the formula bar, drag it like this. See, you can resize to whatever range you want, whatever size you want. After that, you'll have one small arrow here. Here, you can also use Control Shift plus U to collapse, or you can just click on this. It will get done like this. So it will come to the normal size of the formula bar. Go here, press Control Shift U. It will expand. Control Shift U, it will collapse. So expand and collapse can be done by using shortcut keys. And also, I'll tell you how to learn the entire shortcut keys in a very simple way. That also there is a tip which I'll be giving you after explaining this formula. Okay, fine. So this is about formula bar and address bar. Now let me tell you one interesting thing, a very simple and very interesting. Let me go here. I'll just try to insert some sheets. Okay, listen all of you carefully. This might be new for many of you and completely new for the students. I'm talking about this address bar. We understood that the address means I'm just clicking here, I'll get the address here. Now what we'll do, let's go here. I will type something. Let's say 10,000. Assume that this is price of some product or something. I have this 10,000. Now I want to calculate discount. The template what you've created, somewhere here we have the discount percentage. Let's say here it is 10%. Now I'm new to this template. I want to calculate this discount. I don't know where the discount percentage is available. Now it is difficult for me to go and search. Assume that there are so many sheets here. Instead, what we can do, if you are creating one template, let's go here, select this particular percentage. In this address bar, I'll give one name, say RNG. I just gave one name here, say enter. So now, instead of E6 of sheet 2, I can also recognize this by RNG discount. Let me go here. I'll say equals this percent, this price value multiplied by, I don't have to go here and select here that particular cell. I can directly give the name here like this, say enter. You can see that it's getting calculated. Not only this, let's assume that I have one table here. Let me just select this. I just created one table here like this. Select this. I'll give one name. RNG. Okay. I selected and I typed one name here and pressed enter. Now somewhere I'll be here in this particular sheet. I want to select this table. So what I'll do, I can go here in this address bar. There is one small drop down. Click on this. You can see all the names what you've created will be available here. Let me click on this RNG ITS. See, automatically it will take. Suppose if you want to go to that discount percentage cell, click on this, it will take me to that cell. So this trick will actually help you in quickly go and search for the range what you're actually looking for. For this, you have to name it. That's why most of the professionals, what they do is they'll name the cell and they'll keep it so that it will be easy for us to go and recognize that particular required cell or range. Anything you can give, any name you can give here. Now, suppose you're given some name, you don't know what is that name. You can also check that by reducing the zoom size. If you go to this right hand side bottom, you have this zoom. Just try to reduce the zoom. You can see that. See, whatever name you're given, that also can be visible. You can see that you're able to see that particular name. Okay. So likewise, you can use all these tricks for making your Excel template more dynamic. So these things you'll be learning in the next session. So I'm just telling you, I'm just making you guys explore the layout. Okay, so today, as I mentioned, you'll not be learning more of the formulas or something. Today, you'll be learning the entire in and out of the Excel layouts and some examples. I'll show you some practical examples as well. We'll learn that. Okay, fine. So we learned about the address bar and the formula bar. Right. This is done. Let me name this as well here, address bar or name bar. After this, we have workspace, and we'll take more time on this workspace because the entire Excel, we call this as the heart of the Excel. This is the sheet. This is where I'll be working right from storing of the data, writing formulas, inserting charts, shapes, creating templates, formatting, anything will be working there. That is why this is called as spreadsheet. What is a spreadsheet? Spreadsheet is an application wherein we can store the data, we can write formulas, we can insert reports by using charts, shapes, create dashboards, and these things. This is called as spreadsheet. And Excel is one application. It is there from last more than 25 years, where we are using this as an analytical tool, reporting tool, database, and many other things. Right? So this part, what you see, this is very, very important. Okay, right. So before I explain this, let me just ask you one simple question, because I'm not sure whether you guys are listening. How is the session going on? Quickly, I just take 1 minute so that we'll just come out of this topic, a few minutes, relax, and then again we'll come back to the topic. Quickly, I want the answer. How are you feeling about the session? Good, very good. This also make me feel nice so that I can explain you in more detail. Okay, good. Very nice to hear from all of you. Okay, right. It's like just taking a quick break or something. I'm just seeing all the comments here. Very good. Thank you so much, people. Okay. So we'll make it more interesting. Praveen, Excel is very interesting. This is just the beginning. It is 0.01% what I've taught you. There are a lot many things which you'll be learning. Okay. Right. Another 10 seconds. Just let me know how you are feeling about this session. Okay. Good. Right. Okay. Now stop typing. Okay. So anyways, today I'll not be asking you any quiz or questions or something on Wednesdays. Okay. So we have quiz as well, where I'll be posting some questions. If you answer, I'll promise you, I'll be giving you access for the courses, the the courses from data science courses. There are so many courses which you'll be getting completely free. Okay, so don't miss all these 5 days on Wednesday. So tomorrow we'll have some very interesting session, but on Wednesday we'll have quiz session. You can also bring your friends who can get the very interesting in-depth of the complete course as well, which you'll be getting as a prize gift from ITS. Okay, whoever answers, it's not one or two, whoever answers will be getting this prize. Okay, fine. All right, so let's go to this part. This is very interesting part. So to most of the time we'll be taking here, because this is where we'll be working in Excel. The complete Excel will be working here. Okay, so let's go very slow and understand this entire thing, whatever we have to learn in this, because this is required for becoming master in Excel. Okay, fine. First thing is, this is called as workspace. This one from here. I want to select the entire sheet. What I'll do here, this one rectangle is there here. Sorry, this triangle. I'll just click on this. The entire sheet is selected. This one thing. Click on this. The entire sheet is selected. Right. Next is, we have the row header and column header. What is this? Let's see. What you see are A, B, C, D, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are actually called as headers. Headers are actually used for recognizing the cell here by address. How? Let me just click on this. D5. You can see there is one small line here, and here also there is one small line here, which will get highlighted. This is called as column headers. A, B, C, D. The vertical one, what you see at this one. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called as row headers, like this. Horizontal, like this. So this is called as column headers, and this is called as row headers. And wherever you click on this, this is called as cell. This part, this one. If you select like this, this is called as range. Range means collection of cells, or we can also call it as cells or range. Okay, so keep in mind technical words I'll be using. So please use the technical words. This is called as cell, one cell. This is called as cells, or it is called as range. Okay, fine. Now coming to this headers, I have this ABCD. You know that ABCD is up to Z. I'll go here W, X, Y, Z. What after that? Or is there only column still here? No, this will continue. What happens next? Say A, B, A, C. So it goes on like this. Till where it goes actually? It goes on. Will it go completely? Will it keep on going? There is no non-stop or what? Is there any stop for this? Is there any limits for this? Yes, you have limits. What is that limit? Columns. There is a limit for number of columns. How many columns we can have? See, if I type here the number of columns, you might only view that, okay, these many number of columns are there, but how to remember? Because these are all interview questions. Also, you have to remember it. Sometimes if I ask your mobile number only, you'll not be able to tell. You'll go, you'll search for the mobile number and tell. If I ask how many columns are there, it is difficult to answer. If you ask me, I can easily answer. You can say that, sir, you're expert. You can answer. It's not about the expert, because every day we teach that it will become like memory. We are memorizing it. But how will you actually remember it? There is a trick for that. I'll tell you what is it. See here. Every column will have a number, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes on like this. When it comes to Z, it becomes 26. You know that 26 characters are there. But how will I know the entire number of columns or the column number? You say, if I go here, what is the column number for this? It is difficult. If you ask me, for me also it is difficult. So what should we do? There is one simple formula here. What is that? Say equals and type column. Okay, open bracket, close bracket. That's all. Say column and say open bracket, close bracket, and say enter. See, if I say enter, it will give me the column number of the column where we have written the formula. I can see that column, open bracket, close bracket. Let me again double click column. Okay, if you want, I'll just go here, copy this and put it here. Put it here like this. So think. Okay, this notepad also I'll put it in that app. You can see that 16,378 is the column number. Let me go here to the last column. This is the last column actually. XFD equals column, open bracket, close bracket. See, 16,384 columns we have in Excel. That is in one sheet, I'm telling. Let me just go here and type. Say 16,384. How to remember? Just hold control and press right key. Say control plus a key like this, right key. See, it will take me to the last cell or say last column here. Type column 16,384 once, twice, thrice, say 10 times. If you just understand this, you'll come to know the maximum number of columns here. Rows. Anyways, row is in numbers, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So should have to again go and write the formula. Not required. Otherwise, also we have the formula equals row. Give me the row number. Anyways, we have the numbers here. Then how will I know the maximum number of columns. Is there any limit for rows? Yes, we have limits for row as well. Control, now down arrow, like what we have this right arrow, like that you have this down arrow, click on this. See, I'll get the maximum number of rows here. Say, how many rows? 10 lakh 48,576. So these many rows we have, these are the limits actually. The column name will be XFD. So this also will be an interview question for freshers. And number of rows 10 lakh 48,576. How to remember this? If you're not able to remember, control down arrow, you can see that. Okay, so here we have this number of rows, columns. Let me just put it here. Just put limits. Right. Now we learned about the number of columns, number of rows, that is maximum number of rows and columns. Let me go here. I will create one table quickly. So how to create this table? See how I created, I'll tell you. So I typed something, I will select like this. Okay, I just selected. See, I just selected. Control D, that means it will copy down. Control R, it will copy right side. The shortcut keys, don't worry. There are some ways where you can learn all the shortcut keys. I'll show you that as well. See, Control D, Control R. I created one. Say, what is that? One simple table. Let me insert. To insert a column or row, I'll select this, right click, and I'll say insert. Right click, insert. See, one column got inserted. Let me select here, right click and say insert. Two columns got inserted. Here we have the 16,384, which I told that is the maximum what we can have. And if people think that I inserted two columns, and if you think that it will become +2, it will not become +2. I'll tell you, you still go here and see it is XFD only. It will not increase your number of columns. Okay. This also might be an interview question. They might ask, if I insert a column or row, what happens? Will the number of columns in the Excel sheet increase? It will not. What happens here then? I inserted two columns, but still the number of columns are same. How? When I say insert, when I right click and say insert, it is not that there is a column or a row will get inserted. It is the data which get moved. If you see, I had typed one formula here and I got an error while inserting the column here. Let me just do it again. I got that error. Right click and say insert. See this error I got. After that, I went to the last column, deleted, and again I came back. What happens is, when any data is somewhere here, there is no other column to move. So you cannot insert the column here. So what should I do? I have to delete here and then insert. See here, I'll type something, just something I'll type. I'll say insert. See here, see the data moved to this column. Now if I try to insert, there is no other column to move, so it will not move the columns. So this is how it is. So next time when you feel that you are inserting any column, it actually makes us feel that the columns are inserted, but the columns are not inserted. They are just moving the data towards my right hand side. Same thing, right click and say insert. You can see a row is inserted. If at all I have some data in the end, see now I cannot insert. It will throw error saying that cannot be inserted. So when I say insert a column, the data is moved towards my right hand side. If I insert a row, the data is moved to the bottom. All right, let me delete this. See. Now if you see I deleted two columns, it doesn't mean that here it's become -2. It is again the data is moved towards left hand side. I'll remove this row, say delete. Here I'll say delete. The data is moved upwards. So inserting and deleting will not increase or decrease the number of rows and columns. It is just the data is moved up or down, right or left, depending on inserting or deleting. So please keep this in mind. Shortcut key is Alt IC for inserting column. Alt insert column, Alt plus I plus C, Alt IR for inserting the row. I was talking about how actually you can remember the shortcut keys. Shortcut keys are very simple. You just have to practice once, twice, or thrice, and that will be there in your fingertips. How to remember this? There is something called as accelerate keys. What are accelerate keys? I'll tell you. There is one button in your keyboard, Alt. Just press Alt. When I press Alt, you can see that there are some characters which are coming here. Say, for example, I want to insert a chart, or say I want to go to this data tab. I'll say, let me just delete this. Let me just show you something. Say I want to filter something. I don't know the shortcut key for filter, but I know where it is, data, and say filter. Let me go here, I'll say Alt. You can see data, I'll say yeah, see data, filter. Say for data it was A, I typed A, and here you can see for filter it is T, I'll press T. See, I got the filters. Now what I'll do, I'll practice. Alt A T. Again. Alt A T. Again. Alt A T. So now what happens if you're practicing? It will come to your fingertips and you can start working. But you have to explore. Say press Alt, you can see I'm getting this one character here. Say I want to go to this insert tab. I'll press N. See N. In this I have again, say for example, I want to make this into table. I'll say T. See, this will get converted to table. So likewise, apart from this, if you still want to if you still want to learn in depth of this, just go to our Instagram page. Okay, here what we have done is to make it more easy. We have all the shortcut keys with the explanation. So if you follow, you will get all the shortcut keys here. See, all, not only for Excel, we have for PowerPoint, every shortcut keys are there here, and we have given with explanation here. So here you have almost all the shortcut keys. See, there's so many shortcut keys with the explanation. This is completely free. You can download also, you can use it as well. So go to our Instagram page. You can easily learn complete shortcut keys as well. Okay, fine. Otherwise, you say Alt and you can practice like this, but you'll not get the explanation here. If you want explanation, go to our Instagram. I have given the link. If you want, I can give the link so you can follow that as well. Okay, fine. Now we understood about the insert and delete. But sometimes what happens, say for example, I have this 2015, 2016. Let's say this is some yearly data. I don't want to delete. I want to hide. Select, right click and say hide. Select, hide. So you can see that I have this, say K, L is hidden, M, N is hidden, O. Sometimes we have to do like this as well. We need to hide some calculations. We don't want to see that calculation, or we want to hide some columns. We can hide the columns. Right click, say hide. Right click, say hide. You can see that the rows are also getting hidden. I want to unhide. Just select this, right click and say unhide. Again, I'll get, see. Like this. This is hiding and unhiding. Sometimes what happens, you can see that the columns are getting something like this. Don't worry, you can go here. You can see one line here. See the cursor, how it actually changes. I'll move my cursor in center. You can see the cursor becomes something like an arrow like this. But if you take this on line, there is one line here. See, the cursor changes like this, double click. This is called as Autofit. If you want to increase, see here, I can increase this like this. This is called as column width like this. You can increase. You want specific, select any of this cell, go to Home tab. You have this format. Here you can see column width. Click on this. I'll change this to 15. See, it will get 15 like this. What if I want to do the same thing for this? Don't have to bother. You can select all this, just drag it like this. You can also see that width, it is showing there. So if you want to make it as 10, you can just go here, see, it is 10 like this. Either you can do like this, see, or go to this format and say column width, selecting all the columns and type say 15. So it will get expanded to 15 like this. Same thing I can do for row also. Select here, right click, you can say row height here. Like this also you can. Or you can go to this format, row height. Like this also you can. Shortcut keys, again, you can go to our Instagram page. There you'll get in depth of all this. It is also downloadable. You can download it as well. Okay. All right. Now, we learned about how to increase, decrease the column width and height. And also we saw how we can delete, insert, hide, unhide. Let me just reduce this. Okay. Next part is, you can see there are some lines here. These are called as grid lines. Grid lines are actually used for separating or recognizing the cells here. This is for understanding. Okay. Now what we'll do, I don't want this grid line because it is actually disturbing. Let me just go here and select this. Here I can give some borders. I just give the borders. I'm not interested in these grid lines. I want to remove it. Go to this view. Here we have a tab called as view. Grid line. Remove. See? Grid lines got removed. Now it looks very plain, very neat. Whenever we are creating any template, some dashboards, we don't require this grid line. We don't use these grid lines. But grid lines are used for recognizing or say for supporting us different cells like this. After finishing, just go here, remove this grid line. Sometimes you might not have the headers. Okay, see here, go to view. Okay, you have this grid line. Select it. See the grid line. You can see these are all lines. Grid lines are actually used like a guidance. See, this is one cell, this is one thing, this one cell. Go to view and remove this grid line. It's gone. But still they are actually different cells, but you will not have the lines here. Sometimes what happens, if you open any Excel sheet, you might not find the headers here like this. Now you don't know which header it is, like, you know, this cell is of which column. Don't panic. Straight away, go to this view. Here have these headings. Click on this. See, we'll get back that. Formula bar, if it is hidden, don't even bother. Don't panic. Say nothing. Everything will be available here only. Go to view, select this formula bar. If at all you have some template like this, don't worry. Go to view, select this. Can I change the grid line color? You can do it, but not recommended. But I'll show you how you can do. Most of the people don't know how to do this, and most of the people won't try. But what I actually recommend is do not change the color of the grid line, because this is a decent color and this is the default color. Go to File, Options. Okay, when I click on this, I'll get this Excel option. I told you I'll explain about this. Now here, we have so many options here. Let's go to this Advanced. General, I'll go to this Advanced. Let's scroll down. If I scroll down here, somewhere you'll have the grid lines color. You can see that. Click on this. You can select. Excuse me. Let me select this. Say okay. See, which is not recommended. It looks very odd, actually. Please don't try. I'm just telling you, if you think you want to change this, You can do that. Go to advanced, scroll down, say automatic. Let it be automatic. Okay. You can remove the grid lines here also. Say, show grid lines. See, right? Done. So this is about the workspace. The next one is about the sheet what you see here. Okay. So here, watch the video because here there are so many things which I've discussed which I cannot type here. But still, there is a PDF which I'll be sharing where we'll have all the explanation about the workspace, so you can use that. Next is the sheet tab. Sheet tab is actually a tab where we'll have sheets like this: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. I have one plus mark. Click on this, I'll get one sheet here. Let me click on this. See, I can keep on adding the sheets. The next question will be, how many sheets I can add? Is there any limits for number of sheets? There is no limits for number of sheets. No limits. Let me just put it here. No limits for number of sheets. Okay. But it depends on the memory of your system. And keep in mind, do not have Excel sheet more than 1 GB. You might find difficult to open the file and also it might get crashed. Okay, if at all like that, if you want to store some data of more than 1 GB, try to use MS Access. That is different topic, but I'm just telling you the limits capacity of Excel. Okay, you can store it. You can store up to 2 GB as well, no problem. But the performance will be very, very low. Okay, fine. So we inserted the sheet. If we can insert, that means I can also delete. Let's say I'll go here to the fourth sheet, sheet 4. I'll say right click, delete. So it got deleted. Now when I delete, you didn't get any message, but you see the same thing. I'll go here, right click, and I'll say delete. You just observe what happens. See, when I deleted this sheet, say, let me again delete this sheet 5. So I didn't get any message, but if I go here and delete any of these sheets, let's say I'll delete this sheet. See, it'll ask me. Why it is asking? It's asking because there are some data here which might be very important. In Excel, let me type something. I'll delete this. Control Z. Can you see that? I'm getting the data what I typed back. But if I delete a sheet, let's say I'll delete this sheet. See, Control Z will not work. So be very, very careful. Once you delete any sheet, you cannot get it back by Control Z. Undo will not work. Let me insert. Now I had sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, sheet 6 I deleted. When I click on this, I'll not get sheet 4, I'll get sheet 7. That is the next continuation. If I delete this and again insert, it'll say sheet 8. See, 9. Now let me delete the sheet 8. I'll not get back any of these previous sheet numbers. I'll get sheet. This you should keep in mind. All right. Now, while delete the sheet, you should be very careful. If you remember, I had created one range name here. And this range name was used here. Let me delete this sheet. Now you just observe, deleted. If you go and see, I'm getting this error. Why? Because there was a name in that particular sheet which got deleted, which is really not proper way of deleting the sheets. Then what should I do if you want to delete it? First of all, what you have to do is you have to make sure that there are no references from that particular sheet. If at all it is there, don't delete. Just say right click and hide. Hide it. If you think there are many references, do not delete. Hide it so that no one can see it. See, I cannot see that it's not deleted. Right click, see here, I can unhide it. If at all I need. Okay. So whenever you feel that there are some sheets which are not required, but there are some very important references, do not delete, right click and hide it. This is the best practice and the best way. Okay, fine. Now let me delete this. Again, I'll delete this as well. Now I'll delete this as well. Now I cannot delete this. See, I have only one sheet. I'll try to delete. I cannot delete. So keep in mind, if at all I want to delete, I can delete all the sheets, but one visible sheet should be there. How many sheets are there? If you see here, I have two sheets. So right click, unhide. See, I have one more sheet here. Now I can delete this sheet because there is one more visible sheet. You have 100 sheets, 99 sheets you hide, and one sheet if you're trying to delete, you cannot delete because one visible sheet should be there. Okay, fine. Now let's say I'll insert some sheets. Now I want to rename this. I cannot always keep this as sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Let's assume that this is ITS Excel 01. Okay, let me copy this. Zero. Okay. Now if you see this, these three sheets, assume that they are of one category. I'll go here, I'll say Word. Now if you see here, these three are of one category. These two are of one category. So what I'll do, I want to make it similar. Right click, tab color. I'll give some color like this. I can shade that as well like this. Let's say for Word, I'll take some blue color. See now, if I go here, it is very clear that see, I'll have these three as one category and this one category. So like this, these are all like some standards what we maintain while creating the template. So these are some best practices actually. This don't require much of technical skills. You can just right click and you can say rename or say double click. Say right click, you have this rename. You can go to the tab color, you can change the color, and here you can hide or unhide. Like this, you can actually do it. If you want to move this, see, drag and drop here like this, you can move it. Otherwise, hold control and drag it. You can make a copy of it. See, there's a copy of it. Control and drag. Right? So this is sheet tabs. The next one, what you have is status bar. What is status bar? This will just shows the status of the, what is that? You can see this is status bar. Ready. That means I'm ready to type. You see now I'll start typing. Immediately this will become enter. When I say enter, that means the cell what we have typed is finished. So we have completed it. We have committed it. When I say Control C, that is copy. See, select destination and press enter. Somewhere here I'll say select and say enter. You can see it is getting pasted. So what the status bar will do is it will just give me the instructions or it will give me the status. Say for example, I'll type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something. Say here, I want to get the total of it. One way is I need to write the formula. No, you don't have to always write the formula. Select this. See here, count, sum, everything will be available. Even the average also will be available. So everything will be available here. Right click, you can see that I have all the calculation here. So everything it will show you. You have so many options. Suppose if you think that you want to learn in depth of this status bar, I have one video of 30 minutes complete in detail of this particular status bar. Okay, in my YouTube, you can also go to my YouTube channel. Here you'll get hundreds, thousands of small tips like this. See here, you can see not only this is for Power BI, likewise you'll get for Excel. There are so many Excel tips and tricks. You can subscribe to my channel. You'll get, see here, if you go to this playlist, I'll show you there are some Excel tricks as well. See here. Okay. This is there in local language Kannada as well. I don't know how many of you understand Kannada. Forget. If you think you want to learn by Kannada as well, you can go here. Otherwise, you can go for English as well. So there are so many tips and tricks here, hundreds and thousands of tips and tricks. You can also go to this. question and answers from interview for interviews. And this one is completely a collection of interview question and papers for freshers as well as for professional as well, which is conducted from various different companies. Okay, so there are so many videos which we have given completely for free, so you can go and you can utilize that. Okay, still we are actually uploading it. There are so many hundreds of videos which is already available, which we are trying to upload. So if you think that you want to learn completely free, you can completely learn a lot of Excel tips and tricks or something we have listed down here. Go to this playlist, you'll get so many things. And we're also having this career counseling completely free, where we talk about how actually you should prepare your resumes, how to apply in LinkedIn, and this is completely free. You don't have to pay anything for this. Okay, so you can see there are so many tips and tricks here you can understand in our YouTube channel as well. Okay, for that link also provided in this PPT. I'll also provide you in the chat box in the end so that you can utilize this particular opportunity. Okay, fine, good. Right, so this status bar video, it is there in one of the tips and tricks. So there are thousands of videos which I have no time to search. You can search and you can learn. Okay, fine. So this is about the layout. Okay, so after this, let me just talk about something called as auto list and custom list, and then we'll stop for today and we'll have some discussions, because today we'll have a lot of doubts, and tomorrow completely we'll work on formulas, which is very interesting. I'll be telling you about the new formulas which I've started. The complete 2 hours I'll be working on many different formulas. You will get the complete say list of formulas what we'll be learning. So today what we'll do is we'll see how we can work on something called as list, that is auto list. And let me just insert one sheet. We'll take a new sheet. The next what we'll be learning is auto list and custom list. Okay, let's go here. First, let's understand what is a list. Okay, list means it can be a list of student name, product name, country name, right? You have to create a list. Now what happens? Now your manager will come, or your class teacher or professor will come and say, prepare one project. I want a list of group names. Say, for example, now you are all students, you'll have a group and you want to make one list of your group names. So to keep on typing it. Now assume that in a company, we are creating one monthly report. Now what happens, I'll tell you, the monthly report, people will say, okay, I'm just telling you, Jan, say, Feb, see, I'm taking a lot of time to type like this. Don't bother. Now, how to make it very easy? I want to create some list. Jan. See, I have one small box here. Okay, I will drag it like this. Just see here. See, automatically the list is getting generated. Is it only for 3 characters? Can I do this for a complete name? See, January. See, this is called as auto list. This one, auto list. Auto list means a list is generated automatically. Is it only for this? Do we have anything else? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Is it possible? Let's check. See, can I do this for full name? Drag it. So if you see, I'm able to create a list that is automatic. Let's try a few more things. Quarterly report. Quarter 1. Okay. Now we have 4 quarters. Say quarter 1, quarter 3, quarter 4. If I drag it again it will repeat like this. Same thing happens for this also. See, after the Saturday again it is coming to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is called as auto list. Let's see. Is it only for these quarterly, weekly, or monthly? See here. Let's say I want one product list. I'm trying to create one project. I don't have the product list here. Just say product 01. You just observe. I'll drag it. See, I'm getting unique names here. These are called as auto list in Excel. See, you might be thinking, is it useful? Yes, it is actually useful when you're actually working on projects, when you're actually working on some data. These are all very, very important. This can save a lot of time. Right. Now, what we have done is about the auto list. Let me go here. Sometimes you'll not be able to drag like this. It might be disabled. What should I do? I told you Excel options are very, very important for making some settings. Go to this file, options, and here I have this advanced. You can see here enable fill handle cell drag and drop. I'll disable this. Now you see I'll not be able to drag. You can see the cursor is not getting changed. So whenever you are experiencing something like this, don't panic. Go to this file, options, advanced, and here I have this enable fill handle. Now you can drag it like this. Right. So what is the advantage of this fill handle? I'll tell you. I'll type 1 and now I drag it. See, I'm getting 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Many of them actually face this. I'll click on this autofill options and say fill series. I'll get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 1 and 2. See, select this, drag it. You can see that automatically I'm getting this series here. How this is happening? Let me show you one more example. I'll say 5 and say 1 and 5. Let me select this. I'll drag it here. See, I'm getting some series here. So what is the meaning of series? Say here, if I say 1 and 2, I selected here and I dragged. What it is assuming that I want the series of 1. That means 2 minus 1, it is 1. That means 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1. It goes on like this. Similarly, if you see here, I have this 1 and 5. Say 1 and 5, the difference is 4. The next number will be 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 4, like this. It goes on like this. So this is the advantage of fill handle. It will just help me in filling the series here like this. Same thing is for auto list. All right, let's come to this custom list. What is custom list? And I say custom, that means I'm customizing the list for my purpose. Let's go here. We'll try to create one list. Say, for example, I have country. Okay, say India, Australia, then it's USA. Just typing some names, okay? Just typing something. I have one list here. So I want this list to be created. When I type India and when I drag it, see, I'm getting only India. Go here. There is one list already created. That's why it is actually showing. Let me just delete that and then I'll show. Sorry, it was already existing. That's why it was showing. Say India. Now if I just drag it, see, still coming. Let me check if it is again available. I think there is one list available. That's why it is actually showing. Let me just check. Yes, there is one more list. Let me just delete that. Okay. Okay. See, I'm getting only this because I deleted it. It was already existing. That's why it was showing something. So I deleted it. Now you can see I'm getting only India. My intention is I want to get this list. How to create the custom list? See, very simple. I'm trying to create my own list. Select, go to file, options, advanced. Scroll down here. I'll have this edit custom list. Click on this and say import. You can see that the range has been selected. I'll say import. You can see that I'm getting all the list here. Say okay and say okay. That's all. That's all you have to do. Now if I say India, see, I'll get the list automatically. A few things what you have to remember. Many people think that if I close this file, what will happen? Will the list get deleted? No. See, Control N. I'm in a new file. I'll say India. See, if I drag it, I'll get the list. If I close the files, and if I'm trying to create the list whatever I've created, it still exists. How? Let's go to this file and say options and advanced. If you scroll down, say edit custom list, you can see the list what I created is still available. Unless and until I delete this will be available in my Excel. This is completely on the application side. That is in the Excel, it will be available. So whenever you think that I want this list automatically, it will generate when I drag it. It will not be deleted automatically, or the new file, it will still work. Even if you close the file, where I had created, okay, this is one time. But if I delete this will not be available. See, now I'll take one more list, which is already existing. See, but the spelling should be same. See, now the question is, should I always have to type the first item in the list? No. Go here and say UK. You just see after that, whatever is there, it will come like this. That means it will go in the series, but if I give UKC, it is going something like this. But there is a limit for this. You can have 172 items only, not more than that. Okay, let me show you how to add the list again. Select the range, okay, like this, and go to this file and say options, go to advanced, scroll down, and you can see edit custom list, and then say import. Okay, and I say import, it will get imported like this, and say okay. So okay, that's all. Next time we can use this. Okay, more details, more videos, more tips and tricks, everything is there in my YouTube channel. You can go and you can search there as well. Okay, so I will stop here. This is the basic introduction of Excel. Tomorrow we'll be learning completely on the formulas. And again, people, let me just show you something very interesting. On Wednesday, okay, on Wednesday, people, I'll ask you, there's don't leave the session. I have few more things to tell you. Okay, few more things to tell you, and also I'll be giving you some instructions as well. See here, we have some courses. Okay, so people who are attending, and we'll have some quiz session as well. On Wednesday, we'll have one quiz session where we'll give you this prize. Okay, advanced Excel. There is one course, a complete course. Okay, from introduction to this complete Excel in detail with the Excel material we'll give you. Suppose if you think any of your friends want to attend, please let them also attend. Okay, so I'll be asking you some questions, some very simple questions. You can also win this complete course for you people, completely free. There is no registration fees or anything. I'm telling you, the entire course here is completely non-commercial, non-marketing. Okay, this is because we are now testing center, Microsoft testing center. So we are trying to make people aware of the importance of MS Excel. That's all. Okay, right. Okay, now I will just allow you guys to speak. I want one by one to speak. I may not be able to take all the questions. You can just shoot the questions. I'll answer you either tomorrow or by messages. So give me a minute. I'll just unmute all of you. People, I'll take all your questions. Give me a minute, 1 minute. Okay. Now, people, whoever wants to learn, okay, so here go to Instagram. So I'll paste all the links here. If you guys want to follow us, okay, take this. These are the links. You can use these links if you want to connect with me for more, say, job opportunities or anything. You can just go here to my LinkedIn. I'll just show you my LinkedIn as well. Okay, so you can get complete details about myself and also our company, where we actually post a lot of openings for freshers or professionals. Okay, we are aggressively posting all the openings for most of the people here. Okay, and also if you think that you want to join the Telegram channel, we have a Telegram channel where we have lot many interesting tips and tricks and all. We have lot many things. You can join this as well. But if you guys want to learn more on careers and tips and tricks, all not only in PowerPoint, Power BI, Word, Excel. So everything is there, not only in English and also in Kannada. So you can subscribe to our channel. It's completely free. If you want to learn more of these Excel shortcut keys and more other small videos, you can follow our Instagram as well. If you think you want to follow the Facebook page, where you will get a lot of things here also about shortcut keys and more longer videos. So in Instagram, we'll have short videos, but in Facebook and YouTube will get short videos. Oh, sorry, the long videos. In Instagram will get short videos, something like what I've shown. Okay, fine. So I've given all the links here. Okay, I've given all the links here. So copy it and try to follow it. Now I'll just try to unmute all of you. So one by one, if you have any questions to ask, you can ask or you can message me. But before that, please tell me how was the session. Okay, I want one comment. I don't want you guys to say good sir, nice sir. How did you feel about this? I want whole Excel sheet. Baswaraj, you just have to go here, see, select, right click and say hi. That's all. It'll get hidden. You can watch this video. The entire video will be loaded in the same link. Okay. So people who have attended, I want some comments. How did you feel about the session? Sure, Nikhil. So this is just 1%. So tomorrow you'll be learning so many interesting things as well. We're actually popular for making complex things easy to learn. Okay, right. Sure, Nikhil. You can attend. You can also refer your friends. I was not able to take screenshots. Screenshots of what? Gagan, which screenshot you want? Thank you, Shivani. Yes, Arpika, you learn still more things. How to certified Microsoft Excel. Hemant, you will get complete details on session 5. Okay, so I told you. Links of what, Akshay? What links you want? Thank you, Rakshita. So here I have the links. You can follow us. I've sent the links here. I think it went to some private message, I think previously. Yeah, it went to some private. Okay. All right. Okay, Madhapa, thank you. Dinesh, thank you very much. Surely, Misha, we first of all, I would like to thank you sir, for this opportunity. Thank you, Vinayak. Thanks to all of you. I may not be able to read all your names, but thank you so much. And people also, I'll tell you one thing. You might be sending one word or something. So this is really encourages us to give more information to you guys. Okay, so encouragement is what we are actually expecting. The more you encourage us, the more we actually give you the knowledge. And again, we are doing this from so many years with the completely free of education for many people as well on this analytics and reportings. So the encouragement is what we always expect. So this 5-day session will be completely free. And as I mentioned, it is non-commercial, non-marketing. Okay, so don't worry. If you guys think that there are more people who wants to attend, completely it is okay to attend. Okay. Pragna says, I learn more new thing in this section I don't know in computer coaching class. I attended it, so useful. Okay, thank you so much, Pragna. You'll be learning more. I'm telling you, this is really 1% what you've done. Tomorrow you'll be learning more and more interesting things. Okay, I'll teach you, don't worry. People, don't worry, I will surely give you complete Excel trainings in this 5 days. Okay, and also if possible, okay, you can go to this particular course. There you'll get the comment session. Somewhere you'll have this comment session. Okay, please, you can comment there as well, so that it will encourage others also to learn this advanced Excel. So people, why we are actually doing this, we are authorized testing center and Microsoft are asking us to give more awareness for people. So we are actually taking that initiative and we are doing this. Okay, so I want a 365 Microsoft Excel. Hemant, 365 license version will be costlier. So you just message me. This is my number, people. Just sharing you my number. Cracked version you won't get, Hemant, because 365 is completely online. Okay, so you cannot get cracked version. Okay, to practice, I'll tell you. So you just message me. There are some websites, they sell it for some 500 or 600 rupees only for practicing, not for commercial use. You can use this. Sir, where is the test link in the web? What test link, Madhapa? What test link you're asking for?
मिला मेरे को पका पकाया चल कुछ हेलो बेबी जा फटाक से वो फिनिश कर दिया बाकी लगा ट्रेंडिंग वाला
If you are actually unmuting, make sure that you'll ask questions. Okay, if you are speaking among yourself, please do not unmute. Can we get e-certificate for e-learning course? Yes. You'll get the certificate there on Vinayak. In that course itself, you're getting. I was checking the same on the web. What link you're actually searching for, Madhapa? Okay, anyways, people, don't worry. Today it was just an introduction. If you have any questions, make a list of it. Still, we have 4 days. I'll promise you that we'll be giving you a complete training on this Excel. Okay, so I'll meet you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Okay, so have a great evening and see you guys tomorrow. Can we do in older version? Yes, you can do it, Sufyan. You can do it in the older version as well. Okay, so people, don't worry, as I mentioned, but make sure that you guys, follow us. You'll get lot many information here. So please subscribe and follow us on Instagram. And if you think you want to follow us on Facebook, fine, you can follow us. Okay, cost of 365, you won't get only MS Excel a month. You will get complete package. If you go to Excel from Microsoft directly, that is for MS Office, it will be somewhere around 6,000 to 7,000. What I'm telling you is, you can search in Google, you will get it for 500 or 600 rupees, which is for practicing only. Okay, complete licensed version you will get, not for commercial purpose. A complete version you will get. Okay, you can try that. Okay, people, thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, completely practicals. Okay, no introduction, nothing. We'll talk about the formulas. All the formulas we'll talk about. Okay, fine. Take care, all of you. See you guys tomorrow. Please follow us. Subscribe to our channel. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.